Alrighty, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Bojan Petreski. Today is 24th of March, 2022. Started a little European there. Um, the disclaimer is there for your use, your understanding that this is for educational and instructional purposes only. We'll be getting started with this 3D market commentary in just a few seconds now. Right there is the disclaimer. So let's go ahead and get it started. This is what the 3D market commentary would look like in your inbox Monday through Friday. Every day the market is open. We do call it a 3D market commentary because we utilize a three-dimensional approach when we first look at the markets for the day. That 3D approach consists of the market climate, the buy and sell UFOs, and the market volatility. Now, the market climate is giving us that upcoming market direction, whether or not we should be looking for long or short opportunities, represented by the indicator down here. When it is a thick blue dot, we're looking for long opportunities. When it's a thick red dot, we're looking for short opportunities. And then, of course, if it's a thin dot, we just sit on our hands or look elsewhere for opportunities. The buy and sell UFOs, the unfilled orders, that's the proprietary and patented technology that we utilize to look for entries and exits, which are, we consider them to be responsible for the upcoming turning points. Those are unmistakably named UFOs because they do look like flying saucers represented on the chart here. The green ones looking to get in long. The red ones looking to get in short, or take your exits. So look at the opposite color from the position you may be in. Market volatility, and that's the statistical element of each of these markets, representing the speed that price is changing. So those you could consider when adjusting or perhaps changing your risk or reward ratios. How much risk you take on, how far you put your final targets at, and so on. So we combine these three elements and to give us an objective and realistic overview of the market that we're trading, investing, or hedging. So let's go ahead and get started with the S&P 500. As we see right here, the market climate is up. It is confirmed. It's the seventh one out of typically nine. Or if you're a little bit more relaxed when you're counting these, you could be counting only five here, depending on how you wish to proceed with that. Buy and sell UFOs. Sell UFOs, the red ones, as we see here, it's 4606 to 4671.75. The buy UFO, which nearly got checked a couple of days ago, 4406.75 to 4320.25. Currently, according to the VIX, we're about at 23% volatility, which again, that's elevated volatility as volatility goes. But it's definitely not where it was a few weeks back, where we were looking in the 30s for the VIX. Daily expected move of about $65. As far as the S&P, it has kind of gone. It's obviously gone down from the all-time highs there. It has crossed a daily trend line here as well, as we see that it did respect a couple of times. We did break above it, closed above it, so we're going to see how far this is going to go up for. Obviously, we got some tops we got to test here, and then on top of that, we have a daily UFO right above those tops. So that's almost like a very typical setup where we see price take out a top, close above it, but then there's a UFO above, and then it pushes down again. So we're going to see how this will play out. Again, this is just what my eyes are seeing on each of these markets. All right, now if you're looking to educate yourself, we do offer courses for both futures, stocks, forex, as well as backtesting, trading plans, and trading psychology. So you have both the asset classes and the brain power that you need in the back of it to be able to compute it all. So this all comes with a 3-month complimentary access to Auto UFOs and Auto Climate. You can use this link to browse and register for a course. As well as, I'm just going to put it up here. You can also go to the following link here if you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to discuss when it comes to what we offer on our website. That's right here, the tradewithufos.com/Bojan. So you'll be able to get access to questions that others may have had that you can get answered, as well as information that you may need when it comes to considering your subscription. All right, now the next market that we're going to look at is crude oil. It is an up climate. It is confirmed. It's the third one out of typically seven. Currently, price did touch into this upper UFO here from 150.54 to 130.50. A new UFO has formed right below there, so 113.35 to 107.10. So that's going to be quite the fight there between two UFOs, right? This one up above here, and then another one right below it, a buy UFO. So the price in between here is very little. I mean, obviously, looking at this dollar wise, it's a essentially a $2,000 move, but nonetheless, um, the fact that the UFOs are that close, this is going to get probably a little bit more volatile with a little bit more, sideways action before we get a determined move to further upwards, which would be, quite interesting to see given the macroeconomic um, uh, atmosphere that we're in versus something maybe a push lower. So we're going to see how that's going to react. But nonetheless, the UFOs are the UFOs. What happens in the world is going to happen in the world, and it's all about how we can, navigate it if we are trading it, and how we can react off of it if we're looking at it from a first time overview. So based on the OVX, we're looking at 72% volatility. That's not unexpected. 524 for the daily move, which again, also not unexpected given that some of these moves that we saw on crude oil. I mean, you're looking at it here, this big drop. It was a $15, 12% in one day. Okay, that's an insane amount that I don't think I've ever seen. But look at all these days, 3%, 7%, 3%, 7%, 8%, right? It's not that this is the typical stuff right here. This is the typical, and this is still kind of very directional, but this is the atypical stuff since the start of uh, the conflict in Ukraine. All right, moving on to the next thing here, which we have is the auto UFOs. They are available on TradingView, TradeStation, and MetaTrader. They do come with monthly or yearly memberships. You can use this link here to subscribe to any of our apps. And then, of course, you can also use the link down below as well. So definitely check it out and let us know what you think. All right, gold is next. Gold is still in an unconfirmed climate for quite some time now. As you see, for 8 days, gold has just been trying to pick a way to go. Something that I pointed out the other day, I saw something that might look like a wedge from this earlier formation. Now we have a break to the upside. We're going to see if this is going to work. However, we do have a UFO right there, 1960.6 to 2015.1. So currently, price is very close to touching that UFO. 1815.8 to 1788.5 is the buy UFO, well down below. Based on GV0, we're looking at 23.41% volatility. Gold has been, the typical safe haven when it comes to uh, risk off type of situations like we're seeing today, where people are, a little bit scared with what's going on around the world. And gold has been the typical safe haven where money would go, which resulted in this pretty strong move up to the upside. However, just like that, it got matched all the way down to the origin of that strong move. If we were to count it from here, this strong move up, right? Obviously, the down below here is where the UFO is. Um, but it was quite the strong move down that this bearish engulfment up here was signaling. So it did follow through to the downside. We're going to see how it's going to work out, but gold has not been in a confirmed climate for quite some time now. So we're going to have to get some confirmation. All right. So if you need coaching or support, we do offer daily live trading sessions that are compatible with all time zones. You can sign up for an all asset advanced coaching here using this link. Of course, that may help you avoid some bad habits you may not know you have. That's what all asset advanced coaching is for. You can set up one-on-one sessions with any one of the instructors on our channel, where you can just kind of bounce some ideas off of, or just share what you've been struggling with, and we can give you a potential way forward. All right, now the dollar index has been up. Confirmed climate, third one out of typically five. UFOs are all nearby, with a new one here at 98,635 to 97,850. A sell one at 99.70 to 99,995, with one right above it as well. A similar kind of setup. We're seeing a little bit of a formation here as well on the dollar itself. Um, it's not necessarily something that's very strong that's going to get ultimately respected, but it has bounced off of this area, off of this line several times. We do also had an unconfirmed climate getting confirmed to the upside right on here, so this could push up to this UFO. 8.61% volatility, 0.54 daily expected move based on EVZ. And that's pretty much it for the dollar. Now, if you don't want to read this overview, you're more than welcome to join us here on YouTube or Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere we broadcast, as well as our own private stream. You can go to this link to go to the YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it if you can like and subscribe to the channel, so we can help spread the word out. And then you can also catch up some missed commentaries that my colleague Becky and I have done over the past few months. Last but definitely not least is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in a current up climate. It is the sixth day up that it's been going for. Sorry about that. It is currently in a red UFO, as you see right here. It's in this 42,935, 45,205, with a new UFO being formed at 41,405 to 46,20. Based on BVIN, we're looking at 70.67% volatility, with the daily expected move of close to $2,000. Obviously, Bitcoin has to challenge and come through these tops here, the 45,000 area being kind of the line in the sand. It has been making new higher lows for quite some time. What many are calling the accumulation phase right here around this 35 to 45,000 area. We're going to see if we're going to see a challenge of those new all-time highs of 69,000 from a while back, or if it's going to be a slow grind up for the remainder of the year. All right, now if you want to be a top trader, top stands for the Predictive Options Planner. That's our very own platform that was developed here with professional features from professional platforms around the world available to you, a retail trader. You can learn more and subscribe using this link here. Top is broker agnostic, so you can plug in different brokers for different instruments of trading. All right, last but not least, let's take a look at the weekly economic calendar. So for today, we have quite a bit of news already posted in Europe. So we got the PMI in Germany, interest rate decision for the Swiss franc, PMI also posting in the European Union, as well as market services PMI for the British pound as soon as we started this. Durable goods posted as well, non-defense capital goods as well posted, and then Independence Day in Greece, and then daylight savings time for in Europe and Britain, Switzerland, and the European Union. We're already on this, but as I mentioned earlier, the U.S. has voted to do away with it as of next year. So it'll be interesting to see if our European counterparts will be following suit. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this 3D market commentary, perhaps with your morning coffee, perhaps with your afternoon snack or nightly nightcap. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. Ninja Spy, I just saw your message. We're turning off the stream right now. Hope you have a good one. Thank you for joining me live. Take care.